What could be better than basic education in Cities Skylines too? Well, the answer is pretty simple: college education. And the reason for that is because to give people in your city more opportunities and to incentivize your offices to come to the city because you have people with enough education. That is the key for unlocking all of that. I see a lot of people complaining about, oh, I just have demand for low density. Well, education is key. And the sooner you do it, the better it will be for your city. Because education also takes time. And we are looking into all of this today. To start off things, I want to add a new livestock farm in here. If you look at our production, we still need quite a lot of that. So we'll fill this area in here. We'll fill this area with the low density residential, and then we will move into the other side of town to build the college and then come back. So let's look into this and start looking into our specialized industry. As I said, livestock farming doesn't need any fertile land or anything like this, so it's pretty easy to find a place where this will actually go. I will start with a genetic zoning in here, and then we'll expand this by doing this, and I'll remove the overlay. To remove the overlay, you can press the I letter in your keyboard, and that will remove the overlay for you. So that is a neat trick in there if you feel yourself not wanting to see that pretty bright screen that not all of us like it. But let me do this and we will look into the residential layer. Alright, now that the farm is in place, we will finish this area with a low density residential. We finished this area and we've added some trees. I've also added a lot of pathways in here connecting those alleyways because I think this will help us quite a lot in terms of getting people walking in here. And also added this little roundabout here at the end just to make sure that we have like an end, proper end for this road over here that starts all the way over there and comes all the way to the roundabout. So I hope that looks good when they finish building their house and the trees finish growing as well. Certainly there are a few areas like in here that the trees are a little bit more mature and they certainly look pretty good. Alright, that is done. So the next step for us is to move all the way over here and start to look into some things that we need in there. First things first, it seems like we might be in need of some death care in here and healthcare. As you can see, healthcare is just over there. We don't have any death care in here as well, actually none in the city. So we may tackle this along with the college. I won't do crematorium yet. I will do a cemetery. I think that will be really nice in this area. And we will also do a college, but to do a college, we need to come in here and go to education and unlock a college. There we go. So the first step towards higher education for teens and adults alike. Great. This will hopefully start making a big difference and unlocking the office demand as well. But again, it takes a while, so we'll take our time and make sure that we do everything that we need. We'll certainly need some more land in here, so just pick those so we have more space to build at the back here. I believe the terrain is quite alright for us. Yes, it is. That is quite good. So I want to do some sort of combo, a combination between the cemetery, which is a quite large building, and the college, which again is a quite large building. What I'm thinking is that we might do one next to each other, and I'll do it and I will show you how that looks like. Okay, this is what it looks like, and we saved some space in here to add more trees as we have in here. I want to make sure that we keep that trend in this area. We'll lose those trees because of the offices that will grow in here. So we'll keep making sure that we look into that. The cemetery, hopefully, yeah, it's sending the hearse out, so that will help us with the situation that we have in the city. And we are now not making as much money, but as we grow this area, this will start to get better and better. What I'll do around here, I'll do another, I'm just thinking about it, but I think I will do another couple of blocks in here with, I think, medium density residential still. I don't want to do high density in this area, and that might be more than enough for what we need in this area. That's done. And some of these roads I didn't cross on purpose, just to make sure that we direct the traffic a little bit better and work with that in our favor. Some other thing that I want to do in here is to make the roads around this area, the area of the cemetery and the school. I would love to have some grass on that and some trees as well. So I'll just make this. That will remove parking from there, but that is all right. We can later, if we need to, we can add car parks or more public transportation in this area. So this just looks better. That's very good. I like it. Starting to see people coming in here already. One other thing that I think we might want to do there is to actually bring the bus line in here. I think that would be quite helpful for them. And what I'll do, I will do this over here, and then we can basically bring this around over there. And maybe that's all we need to do. And I'll do a waypoint here just to make sure that the bus is coming through this road, not around that road. I think that makes a little bit more sense. And this will progress a little bit better. All right, we are getting some medium density residential in there. That's more than enough for the demand that we currently have, and I am quite happy with this. If we look at the production now, we still need more livestock, by the way. That is like the never-ending need for food and some vegetables. We do have some natural resources in the fertile land that we will use later on. But for now, I think we should be all right. If you look at this, we still need more commercial. That is great. And all right, that is basically what we need at the moment. As more and more residential shows up in here, we'll need more and more residential. One thing that I'll do, because this is actually bothering me a little bit, I'll add this in here, and then we have that space filled in. Right? It's like, I don't know why, but that was bothering me a little bit. So now that looks slightly better. I'm looking at the terrain here to think about what we do with the land in there. Because as you can see, we have this area that it's basically, we are building kind of very high up in there, right? As you can see in here, it's pretty easy to see where we are. But then there is this area that goes down quite a lot, and then we have this flat area that we have in here. So what I'll try to do, I'll try to use this in my favor and make some road layouts based on that. So I'll do that, leave things ready for us to grow, and I'll be right back. right, I think this will do for what we need for today. But basically what I've done, I've added a new main road in here. Although I understand that this road will finish right here, and I'm okay with that. We could try and move it into this area, but that would mean that it would mess up with all the zoning in here, and I didn't want that. So I'm happy with the way it finishes in there. Then it starts another one that will go into this, and then later on we'll cross that area over there, the river. And over here we use the contour actually around the area to make sure that we have some limitations in here. Like for example, this area limits over there. This one will limit this road over here. And I've just noticed that we may need another connection in here. But for now, I think I will leave it this way. Now let me change that and I'll be right back. Okay, I think that's it. That is a little bit of a weird space in there, but I'm okay with that. We could actually remove this road from here and maybe connect those pathways to make this a more interesting area. And I think that's exactly what I'll do there. There we go. Give them some options. We can add some trees in the middle as we would do in here. And this will make things a little bit more interesting. Everything has grown in here. We lost one business in there, but that's all right because we are working on this. It takes 15 months at the moment for people to graduate. As we move forward, this will start to change. So what do we need? We need more commercial, and that's exactly what we are building in here right now. And that's the reason why we've actually created this new area around here, because I think that will be very beneficial with all the residential in this area, and that will look really good. I'll also look at some of the park options that we have, because this area doesn't have much in that sense, and I think we can make this slightly better for everyone if we can fit some of the parks in here, and we can certainly do that. They'll be a little bit happier with this. We can add another plaza on this side of things, and this area will be a little bit more attractive for people to come and live in the region. We might need another medical clinic in here. They might be complaining about this. Let's see. They're complaining about high crime and unreliable healthcare. I completely agree. And this is something that we might have to take a look on our next episode, because we don't have much in terms of police. As you can see, almost nothing. And we're starting to make money now, which is really, really nice as things start to change. So maybe what we do to help them out, we would do, this is very expensive to maintain. So I would do a normal police station in here. There we go, fits really, really well in the area. And I might do another healthcare medical clinic in here as well to help them out with all their medical needs. I'm almost sure that when we come to it, we can do another elementary school in this area. At the moment, they are all going in there and we have enough capacity for that. But soon, very soon, we'll have to add another one in here. And this will just help us as we go. That's all right. This will be more attractive. Even with those two buildings being added, we are still making more money. This will help with the attractiveness of this region and bring more and more people in here. I love it. I love to see how this is all starting to change. We might still need some production, especially for livestock and more vegetables, and we are producing a lot of livestock in here. That is really interesting. But that will be in this area that we do later on. We also have this highway coming through here, which we may later on turn this into an option to get into this area. So we reduce the reliability on this road to access all this region. And the more we do it, the better for everyone. And maybe even connect to the highway over here as well, bring them another point of access to the city, so people don't have to go all the way there to come back into this area. And as you can see, we are already seeing some traffic in here. No wonder, but this will start to change as we bring more connections. Maybe that's the last thing that we do in here. I want to provide them with another connection. And what I'm thinking, I may actually change this road here to be another major road. And I think that would be great for us to have. Let's do it. I think that would be in our favor doing something like this. And we can still follow straight ahead in here. And I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm thinking about a roundabout in there. I might remove this and go in there and do something like this, a larger roundabout. By the way, I've unlocked this as well, and we've achieved a new milestone. I don't know if I showed that or not, but this will give them options and hopefully a better way for them to get in here. As we can see, there is a lot of cars already using this to get into this area, and that is exactly what I wanted. And I love these roundabouts in here. I want to see how that works when the city grows a little bit more around it. That'll be another one of those really nice things to see. And on this main road here, the last thing that I want is to see people parking there. So I would do in the middle there some grass and some trees as well. There we go. I think this makes more sense in this region. And we'll be able to start connecting on this area. And again, they won't need to go all the way here to get in there. So creating more and more options for them. These things should start to get moving at the moment, and I like it. One thing that we can improve here is making sure that they have an asymmetric road, so they have a bit more options in there when getting here. So one lane to turn, one lane to go ahead, and they can choose their lanes as soon as possible. But the idea is that start helping us with the flow of cars in here. And I'll definitely remove traffic lights in there because we don't need this over here. All right, yeah, this is going down again. That's really nice to see. Take a look at this bus. If I can select that, there we go. Since that we have some buses close together in here, we need to see that unbunching again, but we have more than enough. Doesn't seem to have any or a lot of people waiting. Most of them like 1 or 2, and this one 19. That's really good actually. So it's working. That's what we want to see there, and I'm quite happy with this. Also, looking here, we can also remove traffic lights in there, make this go a little bit faster, and I'll remove traffic lights on all these junctions. We certainly don't need that. And away they go. Yeah, we might need to add soon some other road connections in there, but this will eventually happen, so I won't worry too much about this. And again, making a little bit of money, not that much, but enough to keep things going. Our demand is going really well in here, and now we just need to wait for people graduating the college. 525 people in the college at the moment. That is fantastic news, and that is exactly what we want to see. High school, 128, and on our elementary school, 1,126. 8,600 people in the city, and with college we will start to see this demand to change a little bit as well. What I'll do, I'll speed things up a little bit and wait, and maybe I'll do a road connection in here, create the roads for this area just to help them out. And while this happens, they will hopefully get closer to graduate and we'll start to see some change in the demand over there. While I'm waiting for all of this to actually happen, I've just realized that we didn't provide any internet service coverage in here. And that is a big deal when dealing with offices and highly skilled labor. So I'm thinking if we should use one of those, or maybe we make a leap here and go into this option, telecom tower, and actually use that one, which is much larger and provides a lot more service, as you can see. I think I'll go with that. This will provide a lot more internet coverage for this area and for the businesses, which will in turn create more demand for services. And then hopefully that will help us out with the demand in there. It just takes a long way. There is more and more people coming for the college. And now it's just 12 months, the average time to graduation, which is good. But still, I believe it has been gone 1 or 2 months since the time when I stopped and was working on this road layout, which by the way, this is how it's looking now. And I like it. A lot more options for the cars to get through here. And we've also unlocked this building, which is really nice. It's one of the signature buildings. It's lovely. It looks great. That is the old factory condos. Gives +8 well-being within 2 kilometers, and it looks awesome. So I'm really happy with that building. But I'll be honest, I won't wait for the demand here to go up. I think that'll be something that we'll see in the next episode. That's all right. We have no problems with that. We can wait for all of these to establish themselves, and maybe next time we'll see that starting to change. We have to wait. That's why I said the sooner we do this, the better. But for today, we have expanded quite a lot. We added more farms, we added more low density residential, we added more commercial and more medium density residential as well. Added coverage for internet in this area, some police station, medical, and cemetery, the first in the city, and a college as well. So really, really happy with what we have in there. More than 10,000 people in the city, making quite a lot of money. So couldn't be happier with the progress so far. And I can see some commercial office buildings coming. Oh, look at that. Our demand as we go is finally starting to go up. There you go. I think the internet coverage was the last bit that we are missing there, and it's starting to go up and up and up, and we reached a new milestone. What a great way to finish the episode. So I'm pretty happy with all of this. I think we've achieved all our goals in here, and we've managed to grow the city, bring more citizens, bring more demands, and balance things out a little bit better. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I'm pretty happy to answer any of those for you. And hopefully I'll see you in the next episode as well. Thank you and bye bye.